Hi everyone. So I'm good today.
We're back for episode 2 of Housekeeping on Supernatural Confessions. This takes place every Tuesday. Belinda, tell us more about this show that we have created.
Okay, so basically it's Housekeeping. It was a series brought back. Okay, so we have a Facebook group called It Must Be the Hantu. If you haven't joined us there, please join us on Facebook. We are very, very active there, all the community members sharing confessions, scary videos, scary movie, everything, all horror, right? We love it. So please come and join us, and thank you for all the contribution from everybody this week. There was really a lot of activity. I was like, oh, very excited.
Yeah. I think the whole community is sort of rejuvenated and everyone's getting excited again. And of course, this entire show came about because we have a lot of content that don't always get to be posted on the Facebook group, primarily because the Facebook group was really about confessions first. I mean, the supernatural confessions, right? So that took priority. But as we go along the years, people started sharing a lot of other great content. And when we started sharing those, what the community commented was, hey, why you all clog up the Facebook group with non-confession stuff? So we have one group who just want purely confession and one group who wants to share a lot of great ideas. So we thought the best way to do that is to keep the integrity of the group still for confessions, but when you're sharing all this on the weekends, that's where all the funny post comes up or the interesting post comes up. And to celebrate and honor this post, Belinda and I have created Housekeeping to showcase 10 of our favorite posts of the week.
Yeah. Woo!
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
For today, I think we have a story about a grandpa. Maybe Eugene would like to share.
Okay, so Grandpa, this one is it's the one in Chinese, is it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. You need to show me that one.
Okay, I'll show it to you. This is the one.
I'm like a bit confused.
This is the grandpa one.
Oh, yes.
So my Chinese is terrible, but I'm guessing that this is the grandpa's spirit in the underworld, and the generation came by to offer him chicken, cigarettes, whatever, with a long list of requests. Is that it?
Yeah, so basically, from my understanding is that, usually we go and pray to our ancestors, our akong ama, right? Those have already moved on. Every time I feel like, the whole process is quite rushed because people, nowadays it's like we just put everything on the table and then we have like a 15 minutes prayer and then that's it. Okay, I have seen like those longer prayers one, maybe it take about an hour the most. And then it's like, bye grandpa, see you next year.
And then you give grandpa a long list of requests. Is that it?
It's like, hey grandpa, keep my family safe. I want to pass my exam. I want to be popular. I want to be pretty. I'm going to get married next week. Something like that.
I like the point of view of the spirits where you go there and you're like, WTF, you come and throw this at me and then now you want all this. Okay. Cute. I like it a lot. The next one also is something from the Facebook group. I don't think you have seen this one, B, so I'm going to show it to you.
Okay. I saw this. It was priced at 2,000 RM. Am I right?
Yeah, it's quite affordable.
Yeah, 2,000 RM. Let me do a quick.
So it says, I want to sell.
Right?
Yeah, I want to sell my grandmother's house and whole lot for just RM 2,000 only, which is probably about less than 1,000 Sing dollars.
$571.
Buy. I'm taking it. Buy. Very cheap, madam and sir. Beautiful and peaceful area near the cemetery. Looks old but can be adjusted. Automatic front door. Automatically opens at night. Perfect for singles or people who like to be alone. But don't worry, because if you have a friend at night, there's a housekeeper, also a long hair woman. It's best if at night there's a crying woman's voice.
Oh my god. For those people who it must be rational. Y'all can stay here lah. Singapore very expensive, right? Just across the border only. Let's go.
I tell you, with house prices as it is right now and in the next 10 years, haunted or not haunted, bo pian, still have to stay on.
Yeah. That's the thing. So a lot of my overseas friends, especially like in Indonesia and Malaysia, they told me sometimes even if the house is haunted, they have people throwing things around. It's like, yeah, never mind lah, forget it lah.
What to do, bo pian. Okay, next one. This one is, I thought it was quite interesting because we always talk about the law of spirits.
Yes.
Belinda, tell us more about this.
So, wait, give me a moment. Let me find the post I have here.
Is it you? Eyesight so very bad now, cannot see it. Like me.
It's not eyesight bad because I forgot. I forgot to go and put the link. Okay. This one is it? I sent one. Oh yeah. Okay, so basically, it is from one of our top contribution, Henry Gunn. So for over here, it says that in Indonesia, there's a common belief is that when you're alone and you hear a sound that is very close, the ghost is actually very, very far away. So if the sound is actually distant, means far away, then after that, the ghost is believed to be nearby. So I actually recall one of my friends shared to me back when I was studying in NAFA. I think that was about 5-6 years ago. So I don't know, all the artsy place seem to be very haunted. Like a lot of emotions are trapped there. Maybe people are trapped there. Their ideas and their everything is trapped there, right? It attracts a lot of entities. So my friend study fine arts. So, fine arts, you need to do painting, you need to have a lot of emotion into the artwork itself. And that is when it was about 11 going to 12 p.m. at night. So there are 3 girls that are actually leaving the NAFA already. It was somewhere around level 6 near the library. So anybody who was an ex-NAFA student or currently NAFA student, you will know this location. They actually walked by and then they were taking Snapchat, so it was a very, very long time ago. And afterwards, the Snapchat, right, they were like, hi, we're leaving the school. Then, there's girls laughing. And then after that, from a distance, it was a very distant, very, very faint Pontianak laughter. Those kind of cackling, kind of kind of laughter. Yeah, then I was like, oh my god. At first, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Then after that, the girls started to scream in the Snapchat. I was like, everybody running, I was like, oh my god, what happened? Then after that, they say, you on it louder towards the end, and then you can hear someone cackling. And it's very true and it's very scary. And that was the first time I heard a Pontianak laughter.
But I'm thinking from a science point of view, right? Why would it be closer if the laughter is far away? What's the rationale of it? How does that work even in the para science world?
I don't know, maybe they can like form their spiritual or maybe the spatial sense is a bit different. Wow. Maybe some of our viewers can enlighten us in the comment section below lah.
It sounds like a Nolan show waiting to happen. So, but you can see ghosts. So from the first episode, people are saying, hey, Belinda can see ghosts, can ask her to look at all these videos and photos and verify. So you are like our ghost our ghost radar. So is that true?
Okay, I have to give disclaimer. I cannot control my powers. I sometimes can see, sometimes cannot see. You don't want to see, sometimes they just appear in front of you. Then you're like, yes, what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is, a lot of the time when I see is involuntary. And I believe it was last week also I shared a video on the bus for that as well. Okay, that one actually I didn't see anything. But to me, it's like, I'm very kepo. What's happening? Why the bus suddenly say no standing on the steps, but there was actually nobody on the steps. But a lot of our Facebook committee people let me know that it's actually a very common IT fault. I was like, sorry.
So speaking of bus, there is another post about bus today, and this one has a very terrible bus crash against the wall. I'm not sure why this is supernatural until I saw the comment. Then I realized, but before I show the below part about this photo, you want to give us a bit of background info?
Okay, so this is a post I found on Instagram. So this post is actually something that I feel that is quite scary because I personally have also encountered some very weird thing going on, like when I was waiting for the bus in the bus interchange. So this one, if I'm not wrong, this one is in bus in Yishun interchange, right? So for Yishun interchange, yeah, I think maybe the hantu just like Yishun lah. But a lot of the times when I was waiting for the bus itself, right, I also see, like, you know, when the bus just arrives, there's supposedly nobody supposed to be on board except for the driver, right? But a lot of the time, especially in double-decker bus, I see actually like figures moving upstairs. So there was a lot of like bad juju energy. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna see upstairs.
Any time of the day, or is it just like evenings? At night?
Usually it's in the earlier morning of the day.
Oh.
Yeah, so maybe like about 6, 7 like that. The activity is more hot. Afternoon already, I think, you know, they've used the bus, they went to break and all these things. There's no more party upstairs lah.
Yeah. Actually, remember there's one video clip that was sent to us from Dark Arts of Sight Wilson. It shows a double-decker bus and the bus driver was about to start his shift. And then when he went from the video camera on a double-decker bus, he saw there was a black figure sitting there. When he went out with his camera to record, he didn't see anyone. Remember that one?
Yeah, so it was something like that. But that figure that, you know, the CCTV captured, right? That one, the figure was sitting there by itself, like it's not moving. So the figures I have seen, involuntary, I cannot control. Okay, so the figures I've seen, they're always like walking around. Yeah, so they look like they're going to come down from the bus. Come down from upstairs.
So by day, from 7 a.m. to 12 midnight, human take it. Right? And from 12 midnight to 7 a.m., the ghost take the bus.
They got bus party lah, I tell you.
Actually, there is a law about this that John and I, from Friday Night Live, we talk about the law of hauntings. I think John came up with a very good explanation from an Asian perspective why ghosts love to haunt places like that. But that's for Friday Night Live, and I will talk about that another time. So for this one, since we're talking about seeing ghosts, right, girl? I think many people are saying, hey, they just want to see ghosts. And although we say, hey, that's a terrible idea, but hey, guess what? There is a way to see ghosts. Check this out. So this came actually from who? Someone shared this on Facebook page.
Yes, I think just recently this morning only. So this was shared by KY Eric. So this is actually like I believe it's some Japanese ways you can do like some hand gesture, and then after that you can see a ghost. Like they say, so called like open a window. Yeah. Right, open a window so to the paranormal world.
So you gotta use your hand like that first, then you gotta use like that, and then you they do it right. Oh, then must extend.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Extend the hand. Extend the hand. Okay, and then I must see through the hole.
Alamak, you see me only lah.
I'll just check see whether my surrounding got ghosts or not. Does this work? Okay, my room all clear.
Maybe you must try at night, Eugene. Then you let us do.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to have the skills that Belinda have, but maybe you are not born with it, guess what? Got a way for you to do it now. Hand gestures.
Don't recommend.
Okay. Speaking of seeing ghosts, this other post that you shared with me, girl, I totally buay hiao. I don't understand.
Okay, please, you can let us see what is it.
Okay. Let me turn on the volume first.
阳台给封死了，这个时候租房的我劝你快一点搬走，买房的就可以考虑要不要卖掉了。就比如之前有一个楼盘，单从外观看起来就只是普通的住宅楼，但是每家每户都用黑色窗帘遮挡了起来。进到里面呢，就会发现门口挂着牌匾和大红花。说到这大家伙都知道了吧？这个房子啊不是用来住人的，而是用来存放骨灰的。关键是销量还很好，那为什么好多人都买不起住不上的房子，就给骨灰盒安排上了呢？ 因为大城市的墓地确实贵啊，像北京墓地价格在4万到30万不等，上海一个墓园45万一块，折合下来每平是76万，在天价墓地面前直接让人死不起啊！而且墓地的使用年限又短，一般来说都是20年，也就是说20年之后还要续费，万一续费的价格很离谱呢，所以很多人就想到周边的小城市买一个小户型的房子当做祠堂来用，毕竟商品房使用年限70年，还可以随时祭拜，不用排队，能放的东西还多，就算到时候不放骨灰了或者急用钱，说不定还能卖出去。对有需要的买家来说，这简直性价比超高啊！不过邻居啊可就不这么想了，掏空了几个钱包买的房，结果隔壁住的是骨灰，不知道还好，知道了回家都觉得瘆得慌啊！而且本来应该给人住的房子，结果放骨灰，又怎么不是资源浪费呢？但是墓地不够用也是现实问题，为了解决这些问题，现在推出的新型的殡葬方式也越来越多，比如把逝者的骨灰送到太空的，有回归自然的，像树葬、花葬、草坪葬，还有把骨灰制成
other stuff.
Okay, so what is this about?
Okay, so the rough summary is that, okay, they're complaining that there's not enough land in the city area, like Beijing and things like that. So instead of getting a grave, like, you know, how usually people in overseas, they usually do it, because the grave, you also have like this 20-year renewal lease, and it's very expensive each time you want to renew it. So a lot of like the current, current day people, what they actually do instead of getting a grave or buying like renting the plot of land temporary, what they actually do, they actually go and buy a house instead.
Okay.
So they put their ancestors and whoever inside that house itself, so that they can like live in that house. And in terms of like value, in the future, if let's say, you know, you want to move Akong Ama somewhere else, and then after that, this house still has a value itself instead of renting a small piece of land for $20. Sorry, for 20 years.
Hey, that's a good idea, leh. You got resale value.
Yeah, got resale value. And then after that, if for those people who can't afford the whole house, right, maybe you can rent to other people who want to, you know, party with grandma and grandpa.
Hey, girl, this might actually be the future of burial, because burial is so expensive, funeral so expensive, and then you want to make best use of place. This is a business waiting to happen. Okay, you heard it here first, okay, guys?
So she was also saying that a lot of the people, you know, when they buy a new house, you know, it's supposed to be a very happy thing, you know. Imagine you get BTO, you have your first key, and then to find out that your neighbor is dead. Like literally.
In Singapore,
then if
Hong
you're
Kong,
banging in the middle of the night, then what are you going to do? Call the police?
All right. So thank you for sharing that. When I first saw it, I was like, wow, this one, the girl looks cute. But beyond that, I have no idea. She spoke very fast. Speaking of girls, this one is pretty cute. It's also shared by you, Belinda. You found this, not sure where you found this, but tell me more about this.
Okay, so basically I saw this on Facebook, like just scrolling, right? Okay, so usually when men say, hey, hear me out, I think this girl quite cute, you know? And then after that, they just show you a cute girl picture on Instagram. But when girls say, hey, hear me out, I show you something that I like, maybe get me a bit aroused.
Turn on, aroused.
And then they will show you something like that.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the Supernatural Confessions community, so you now understand what turns Belinda on. So, if you are coming to her being a nice guy with flowers, doesn't work. Okay, you need to come with a parang, with a head like that. I think it's a cosplayer thing.
This is not just me, it's the internet.
Ladies who are watching this, I want you to know, leave us a comment in the comment section. Only the ladies, okay? Guys, I don't care what you love. I want to hear from the ladies what kind of creature, man, or what gets your panties in a knot. Okay?
Okay. Just to share also, some of my friends say, okay, they really like Slender Man. Slender Man is like someone that, you know, turns them on. I have no idea.
Slender Man.
Yeah, then after that, I have also some friends who say that they like Beauty and the Beast. But the beast in the beast form, not the human form.
I want to know, so I want to reach out to the larger Supernatural Confessions community. Could it be just a Supernatural Confessions community, the girls, you know, because you guys are all into this whole ghostly thing, hantu thing, then the taste might be a bit warped, right? The same way like how probably the guys from Supernatural Confessions community wants to meet a hantu tete. Very interesting. Beast form, Slender Man, and Anvil Head from Silent Hill. All right. Next one. This one is a confession, actually, a mini confession from the Facebook group by an anonymous member. Check it out.
Yep. Okay.
Can you read it out first, please?
Yeah, give me a moment. Let me find it on my iPad. My eyes no good. Okay. So so this is from a third party. So it has been said that I work in a very famous eatery. So I believe this is in somewhere in Indonesia. They say warang, right? Okay. In one of the cities in Indonesia, okay, every day the warang is always very crowded and the chili here is the best. So my boss is a lady and I'm very new. So I've been assigned to smash the chili on the stone molars, then using the what's that called? The stone pedals, right? The last time they have all the machi will have that, right? Okay, so they say before you grind the chili, okay, you need to light up a cigarette and put it inside of the kitchen cupboard at the lowest part. What my boss said. So I did that as I was told. So I felt weird and it smelled like incense to me. So suddenly the smell would turn into a scent of rotten meat. My boss came and told me to not say, I believe it's the prayers.
Bismillah.
I cannot pronounce the word. Yes, I believe that's the prayers, right? Okay, while grinding the chili. So then, while I was smelling a strong scent of rotten meat while grinding the chili, a pocong appeared in front of me with the long tongue. Ooh, okay. And then it was licking the chili. I was so shocked and I kept quiet.
See, that's a secret to good sambal, guys.
Okay. So I believe a lot of my Indonesian friends, right? Okay, they are very they feel it's very normal already. It's been normalized by them, right? Okay, so one of my Indonesian friend, Marvel, he says that this practice is called pelanggaras. Sorry, but
this one.
yeah, pardon my pronunciation. Okay, so what the Indonesian seller will do is to actually boost their product or their food lah, basically, right? Okay, usually the owner will use Pocong and Pontianak, yes, plural forms, okay, to lick or drool the saliva into the food to make the ingredients or the dishes, okay, one of like the best seller itself. So they have to bring like an item to like bind the whole ritual, or okay, it can be like underwear. I don't know what underwear. Underwear, tala pucong. I have no idea what's tali pucong.
Tali pocong is the okay. So pocong is the entity, or rather, when the Malay bury their dead, they entity, right? Bury them in a shroud. So the tali is the string that is on top of the knot of the pocong's head.
Yes.
And it's said that if you see a pocong and you remove the knot from his head, he'll grant you a wish and disappear. So that is the tali pocong.
Oh my god.
Tali string in Malay. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this is actually like quite scary itself, right? So after that, basically you have to have something that binds them. But I have no idea why underwear. Eugene, got any idea why underwear?
I think it could be related to the nasi kangkang, where you put your fluids into the dish, right? Like the nasi kangkang, for those of you who are aware, is when the woman would spread her legs over a pot of steaming rice and let the steam create sweat, and her juice will mix with the food. Actually, it's quite a cool idea. Like, I mean, most of us just go down direct to sauce lah. So dripping to rice is just an additional step. But that whole idea was to let someone who eats your food love you. So I would believe that you put your underwear into this, because your underwear would have your bodily fluids, to create some form of love connection between the diner and your food. So he will eat your food and go, wow, sedap, and then keeps coming back for more, like heroin.
Okay, so another one of my friends, while I was back in NAFA, he shared with me that okay, in Indonesia this is a very common practice. So this was not the first time I heard about this. And then after that I was like, so how does it work? So they say, like, for example, you eat Japanese food, right? Okay, they'll take out a rice and they'll pour the Japanese curry on top, right? Okay. So sometimes the pot is outside, and then the diners, they will self-service. They'll pour the curry themselves. Right? So before you pour anything from a big pot, okay, naturally what people will do is they will stir, right? Right? They'll stir the pot, okay? Then sometimes when you stir the pot in those kind of shops, okay, what they will do is that sometimes they will scoop up the underwear. Then after that, Then I asked, oh my god, then after that, what happened? What happened? You know, do you like don't come back this place ever again? You boycott this place, you know, post it on Instagram, Gen Z cancel the whole thing. You know, what's gonna happen? Say, no, nothing. We just put back the pot and then after that we just take the curry. Oh
I want to know the size of the underwear and how the look of it. Like if it's a nice lacy thong, I'm still going for the curry. You know, if it's like a grandma panties and like inside got hair, ayo, maybe not lah. So it really depends on the panty type. Speaking of Pocong taster, we have another one that's coming up, which is the Pontianak on 3. This one is also by an anonymous member. Let's oops. I think I chowkang too much on this one. Let's see. Okay. So it says, my domestic helper is scared of going out at night because another helper nearby claimed she saw this, filmed this, and shared to all of the helper friends in the estate. I think it is fake. Belinda, this is a job for you. What do you guys think? Okay, let's take a look. Can you hear me?
Is there any sound to it?
No, it's just someone. There's not much sound. Just someone reacting to it. Okay, but more. There's more visual than anything else for this one. Let's take a look again. Okay. It's a bit dark, but you can see on the tree. I'm going to pause it. Okay, the camera is moving around a lot, and then poop goes back here again. Something on the tree. Something red on the tree with red eyes. And if you look at the size of the branch and this creature, it cannot be a bird. So what is it? If it says it's a cloth, that's fine. But where does the red light come from?
So I believe there's a lot of comments mentioning that this particular sighting itself, okay, it could be fake. Because they say, never really say, okay, where this place, where they are staying in. So it could be like overseas. But a lot of the time, I think you can see the background. Even the trees don't look like Singapore trees.
How you tell? This tree looks like a tree for my car parks, yeah?
Is it? The branches and the leaves look a bit different to me. Okay. So I will assume that this is overseas. So for the figure itself, I can definitely see a female figure from the video, but I cannot prove whether is it real or not. But a lot of the time, when I have seen like, oh my God.
Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna
a lot of the time when I've seen spirits, right? They are not red in color. They are usually gray or black in color. Yeah. So red spirits, I believe they are really angry. I think if they want to show the form to you, maybe it could be a fellow maid. Maybe last month, Maria bye bye. Then after that, you never go and respect your prayers. Then Maria come back and hunt you lah.
For me, when I did my finger thing, I could actually see the spirit. So I think it must be true.
Oh, okay, interesting. Maybe our viewers can try that the fox window, right?
Yeah, the fox. Can see. Okay, last one that we have for today.
Okay.
This one quite keras. This one, if it happens to me, I'll shit my pants. Okay, watch it.
Dan ketika saya marah, dia akan muncul di bawahnya angry. Dan juga ketika saya sedih seperti ini, dia akan menunjukkan bahwasanya saya sedang sedih. Sad.
See his face.
Terus saya lagi senang.
Okay, so we gotta see again.
Seperti ini, dia akan muncul di bawahnya jadi happy. Dan ketika saya marah, dia akan muncul di bawahnya angry. Dan juga ketika saya sedih seperti ini, dia akan menunjukkan bahwasanya saya sedang sedih. Sad.
And then you see his face.
Stun.
So I don't know what he spoke about in Indonesia. It sounded Indonesian to me.
Yeah, so I roughly understand a little bit of Bahasa.
Oh.
I believe what he said was that, okay, he was excited about this new technology he has learned, right? Okay, basically it's an AI thing that they can detect your gender, your age, and I believe your emotion as well, right? So for this one itself, he says, okay, if my face is like this, I'm happy. If my face is like this, the AI can detect that it's sad, right? Something like that. So he was just explaining his technology. And then afterwards, there was this angry spirit who is 560 or 565 years old, angry expression.
And then him.
Yeah, and he's like,
Gender, man, 18 to 23, shock.
so I would say the AI is pretty accurate.
Well, it's fun in games. I'm sure we all think AI is technological glitch, right? But when this happens to you and it opens up on its own, assuming this is not mocked up, assuming, right? How I shit my pants, man.
Speaking of technology glitch, right? Okay, something happened to me yesterday. So I have not shared this with you, Eugene, but apparently, okay, I wear a watch to sleep. So I want to track how well I sleep. Okay, so how well I sleep, I want to track whether, my sleep quality was good, whether I have like deep sleep and all this kind of stuff, right? So afterwards, I have been wearing this for like, I would say maybe about 2 to 3 weeks. So far, the data, okay, has been all accurate. So, like for example, the steps and all these things, okay, if I go out day to day, the steps more or less they're quite accurate. However, last night, okay, I went to sleep, and then after that, I had a very, very, very difficult time to go to fall asleep, right? Okay, then after that, I was a bit restless, I was a bit angry, cranky already. And then after that, when I fell asleep, right? Okay, when I fell asleep, then after that, I woke up. It says that, okay, there's a notification. Congratulations, you have hit your 10K steps for today. I just wake up only.
So were you sleepwalking?
I have no idea, okay? But 10K is a very fast stretch, right?
Yeah.
You cannot walk 10K in the middle of the night when you are
unless you
asleep.
just shake only.
Okay, then that was the thing that I was thinking about. Maybe I was just like shaking the watch right? When I click into the app to see when is the activity timeline, right? Okay, the activity timeline show that I walked 55K steps already.
What time was that?
It was during my sleeping time.
But okay, how does this watch work? It tracks motion, isn't it? So if you move...
Yeah, correct. It tracks motion. But can you imagine, okay, 10K steps, my hand is already like, like moving quite frantically. 50K steps, that's a marathon.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, but I have some conclusion on my own. Okay, it could be a technology glitch, but I have also heard like your podcast on Spotify. One of your confessor, got moved to another realm in the supernatural realm, right?
Yeah.
Her technology start to glitch,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I remember, okay, the watch also recorded that I wake up at this timing. At 6:30, I remember. At 6:30 in the morning, I woke up because suddenly in my brain, right, okay, I see like a vision, okay, of a red, angry, wrinkly man. So basically, those viewers have seen like Lucifer, the show,
Yeah.
right, in his the demon form. That was the face. Then after that, he showed me. Then after that, right, what he was saying is like, I found you. Okay, but I don't know whether I'm dreaming or, it could be anything else, right? So when he said, I finally found you, then after that, my reaction was like, yes, and?
Were you
what you want to do?
Were you like flattered? Were you like, because Lucifer is quite the Lucifer, the series on TV. He's supposed to be a handsome guy, right? So do you like, yeah, play hard to get, or were you frightened?
Okay, so the thing was that, right, okay, when I saw the face, I don't know who is this person. I've never seen this person, but to me, it kind of looked like, okay, the Lucifer. But I don't know whether it is actually him lah. So when I actually saw the face, right, then I was like, alamak, another person kind of disturbed me in the middle of the night. Just let me sleep in peace, can or not?
Speaking of...
Then after that,
yeah.
like, I found you. You know, that kind of like super creepy tone. I was like, oh.
Some girls might find it romantic,
Yeah,
especially
don't
those that go for the Beauty and the Beast and the Slender Man type. It's like, oh, you found me. Speaking of finding you and being disturbed, you sent me a bunch of photos. Can I share them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is the one that you woke up and you got bite marks on your hand. What looks like bite marks?
Okay, so this picture actually happened in my workplace. So I work, okay, with children as well. So I'm not gonna tell you where I work, okay, in case you all start to go stalker mode. Okay, so I work with children. But the thing is, the children I work with, right, they are, the smallest I have ever worked with is about 2 to 3 years old. So they are already like quite big lah, right, toddler size. But this bite mark, it looked like baby bite marks to me. So all of a sudden, when I was teaching, then afterwards, suddenly I see markings on my hand. And then I'm like, oh my god, what's this lah? Then when I decide to share to you, and then you can see it looks like bite marks to me lah. But maybe the rationale team can tell me how come suddenly got 2 marking on my hand when, okay, both my hands are on the table itself. Okay,
They just appeared.
Pressing me or pinching me. I suddenly appear. I suddenly just realize, my hand here got red mark. Then I like, this one look a bit like teeth also. Then I like, okay, must send Eugene already. This one confirm something happened.
Son, the hantu give you love bite lah.
I don't know. So Eugene, what do you think this is?
Well, I like to think that, speaking about what we all been talking about today, and on its own, if you send me the photo, if anyone send me the photo on its own, I would say it's very hard to confirm nor deny what it is, because it's just marks on a hand. I will ask a lot of questions like, did it just appear? Do you do a lot of things like the same way we've been talking about just now? And if you said nothing at all, then I'll be thinking, could it be allergy, right? Maybe you're allergic to something, but maybe that also we remove that possibility, because now you combine with what you felt at night, and you've been telling me there was a recurring dream. You also told me about yesterday's motion on the hand. It almost seems there is a connection between each of these individual and independent events, and knowing your background of your house being haunted, you being haunted. So for your case, I would lean towards maybe you have a disturbance. But do you feel anything? Do you feel exhausted when you wake up? Do you feel drained? Does the nightmare bother you? Is it recurring?
Some days yes, but I'm not sure whether it's because of the dream or is it because I sleep very late at night.
Okay. So cannot confirm nor deny at this stage.
Yes, cannot confirm or deny, but one thing I know is for sure is that, like, don't come and disturb me, Ken. I just want to sleep in peace. I need to wake up.
I think maybe the hantu know that you like the anvil head ghost lah. So they all, got chance. They can't visit.
Actually I was thinking, what could have happened, right? It's because that maybe, okay, they also want to enter this supernatural confession group itself. Then it's like when you have like a news anchor, talking about the news, and then in the background you have people like waving. Hi! That's the thing that they're doing now. It's like, Mom, I'm on TV. Look at me.
Well, if you want to be featured on Tuesdays with Belinda and I on the housekeeping episode, do post up your comments. You have anything to share with us that you think we might enjoy listening or sharing with the rest of the community, please do so. And that's not to say that the rest of things we don't talk about is not interesting. There's hundreds of interesting stuff. We can't possibly show everything, but if you do like and you want to, go get checked out the group for yourself, go straight to Facebook group. It's a private group, so you need to apply, answer some questions. We know you're not an asshole. And I
will approve you.
Yeah. So you can see a lot of other posts in there, interesting stuff. But for housekeeping, that's where Belinda and I will take our favorites, 5 each, and share with you for the rest of for what happened in the previous week, so that if you don't have time to go down to the Facebook group itself, you can still enjoy just watching this episode with us.
So for all of the rest of the people on the Facebook, if you are not featured, I sometimes when I see something interesting, I will tend to interact with the post as well. So don't feel left out, okay? I still see you.
I found you.
I see you. Yeah. You think you're scary? No, I'm haunted by demons at night.
All right, that's all we have for you this week. Any last words, Belinda, before we say goodbye?
Okay, so for those people who want to feature, you can also send your videos directly to my Facebook or Instagram messages itself. When I will review it, and after that I'll see whether we can talk about it on the show. So thank you so much, Eugene, for today, and I hope to share more confessions. Very, very small, mundane things like that. I think never get featured, right? So I think this podcast also help us to talk about it and to see, is it Belinda is crazy or she's really haunted?
We'll see you guys next week on Housekeeping. Join us on Friday with Friday Night Live. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.